Hello guys, myself Amrita. Welcome back to our channel TechnoSage. So if you are new to this channel, this is our lead code series in which we are solving lead code problems. If you also wish to join, you can subscribe to our channel. I have already discussed some of the problems. You can check that out as well. So in today's video, we will be discussing problem number 53, that is maximum subarray. So let's first understand the problem. Given an integer array nums, find the subarray with the largest sum and return its sum. So in the example, you can see we have been given one nums array. We have to find the subarray with the largest sum and we have to return the sum. Let's see how we are going to solve this problem. Let's take the same example, that is -2, 1, -3, -4, -1, 2, 1, -5 and 4, right? So we have to find the sub array with the largest sum and we have to return that sum, right? So firstly, we should understand what is subarray. Subarray could be one element, it could be two elements, three elements or four elements, and each single element is also one of the subarray. Let me take the small array so that you can understand what could be the possible subarrays. Let's first write what are the possible subarrays, right? So firstly, -2 is one of the subarray, then 1, -3, 4 and -1, right? And then we'll have for -2 what could be the possible subarrays? It could be -2, 1, right? And then -2, 1, -3, -2, 1, -3, 4, and then similarly we'll have -2, 1, -3, 4 and -1. These are the possible subarrays for the first element. Similarly, let me write it for all the elements. So it would be 1, -3, 1, -3, 4, 1, -3, 4, -1, correct? Similarly, for 4 it would be 4 and 4, -1. For -1 it could be -1, right? So these are all the possible subarrays for this particular array, right? And now we have to find the subarray with the largest sum. And in this particular array, this is our subarray with the largest sum and sum is 4, correct? But the problem is how we are going to find out that. One approach is that we find all the subarrays like this and then we check which subarray has the largest sum, right? But that would increase our time complexity. So now let's see how we can optimize the approach and we can solve this problem. So for that, what we are going to do? So we'll take one variable, that is to find the sum, and another one would be maximum sum, in which we are going to store the maximum sum and we are going to return that. So let's first initialize the sum as 0, and maximum sum we can take the first element, or we can say the first subarray which has the largest sum. So let's consider it as -2, right? And we'll be keep updating the maximum sum whenever we found the maximum sum which is greater than -2. So firstly, in the first iteration sum is 0. So when we traverse from the first element, so it would become 0 -2, that is equal to -2. -2 is greater than -2? No, right? So we don't have to update this. But one more important thing is that if sum is less than 0, then we are going to update sum as 0. Because we don't want to consider the negative number, right? Because negative number obviously would not be the largest. So we'll update this as 0, correct? Again, sum is 0. So this was when I is equal to 0, right? First one. Then move to the next element. Again, sum is 0. Now it would be 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1, right? 1 is greater than -2. So we are going to update maximum sum to 1. So for till now, our maximum sum is 1. So in the next iteration, we'll say 1 -3, that would become -2. 1 is already greater than -2, so we are not going to update the maximum sum, but we are going to update the sum to the 0, correct? Because sum is less than 0. Move to the next element. So it would be 0 plus 4, that is equal to 4. 4 is greater than 1, right? So now our maximum sum became 4, correct? And then move to the next element. That would be 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3, correct? 4 is already greater than 3, so we are not going to update the maximum sum. So we have found our maximum sum, which is 4, because we have reached till the last element. So at the end we can return 4, right? So this is the easiest approach in which we can solve this problem. So this is our class, that is maximum subarray. Now let's write the method for it. That would be public static, and we are going to return integer. So it would be int max subarray, right? And it would expect one input, that is nums array. And then what was the first step? We are going to initialize sum as 0, and we are going to initialize the maximum sum as the first element, which would be nums of 0, right? And then traverse each element from 0th till the last element, that would be nums dot length I plus plus. And then what do we need to do? We need to update the sum plus nums at I, and then you have to check if sum is greater than maximum sum, then you have to update your maximum sum to sum, right? And if sum is less than 0, then you have to say sum is equal to 0, right? And at the end you can return maximum sum, right? Let's go back to our main function. Let's take the same nums array, which is, let's copy the input from here. Let's write our print statement. Let's call our function maximum sum array, and the input would be nums array, right? Let's run the program and see the output. So the output is 6. You can see here the output is 6. Let's test it with some other input having only one element, that is 1. Let's run it. So we can see here the output is 1, right? So this is how we need to solve this problem. I have already copied the code here. Let's run it. So you can see here the code is accepted and runtime is 0 milliseconds. So we can submit the code. It is accepted, right? I hope you understood the solution. If you have any questions, any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. And also press the bell icon to get the notifications whenever I am uploading a new video. I'll also mention the Git repo link in the description box. You can check that out. Thank you for watching.